Hi, I'm Stensland-Mendte, and welcome to A New Dawn. You know, her fans describe her as sultry, sexy, unbelievably beautiful, and yes, a survivor with amazing strength. I'm talking about Philly soul jazz singer Jessy Kyle, who is a 3-time cancer survivor.
It's been a long time coming. I've been watching you, stealing glances, sneaking smiles in your direction too.
Told you she's beautiful. Her magnificent voice is so soulful, rich, and raspy. But you know, it's really her love of life and her mantra, never ever give up, that makes 39-year-old Jessy Kyle so special and so unique. And tonight she's going to share her courageous story and really talk openly about just how blessed she is to celebrate another holiday with the man of her dreams and her adorable little girl. Welcome, Jessy Kyle. How are you?
Great. Thank you so much for having me tonight.
Oh, thanks for being here. You know, we want to talk about you because it was 23 years ago that Jessy was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, battling cancer 3 times. So did you ever feel like just giving up, just saying, you're a teenager, 16 years old, I gotta, how do you go through that?
I think at 16, I didn't realize how serious it was. I mean, I felt so bad for my parents because up until me, everybody that they had known who had cancer died. So I felt really bad for them. For me, the doctors let us know that there was a year-long battle and I had surgery and chemotherapy and radiation, but that I should be okay. So I kind of worked with that. I just knew I had a long road ahead of me, but that it would be okay. So.
But did you ever say, why me? I was dealt this unfair card in life.
No, I didn't. I mean, I always laugh, like, you don't say why me when you hit the lottery. I did not ask why me. There were times after some of the treatments that I thought, why was I saved? Why was I spared when so many people lose their lives? But I remember when I was 16, a friend of mine's friend was in a really bad car accident and she had surgeries and pins in her arm, and I always would ask my friend, like, well, how is she doing? And she's so bad off. My friend was like, well, you have cancer. And I'm like, but I'm fine. I'm walking around. I'm okay. I can go to school. I can look at this girl who's in the hospital. And it always stuck with me. So not really me. I guess I realized that it could always be worse.
And because you had people in your family who had battled cancer and lost their battle.
Yes.
So it was real to you.
Yes.
But were they an inspiration to you?
Well, at 16, you're kind of a little immature. My inspirations at 27 and 36 were certainly, my dad who lost his life. Yeah.
That's your daddy.
Hence my name, Jessy. Actually, my real name is Jessica, but my dad was Jessy Kyle, and I told him years ago, one day I'm going to be a famous dad, so I took his name. So that's where Jessy.
So now he's looking down from heaven saying, you're famous, honey. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, he told me it would take 20 years, and he was right.
Well, you think about, okay, the first time and then the second time, but then the third time, I mean, are you thinking, oh, this is it, I'm going to die? And is it that fear that sets in?
Yes, the third time I was really afraid because I was married by then and we had a daughter, and I just was so sad for my husband to have to go through this. I felt, well, okay, I've been through it twice, it's okay. I felt bad for him, and I think, yeah, I did fear. I mean, I had a stem cell transplant, and I was in the hospital for many weeks, and I was afraid of dying. And I think really because when you're a mom and a wife, your life becomes not as important as it was before when you were just single. So.
And speaking of being married, but also another big part of your life is singing.
Yes.
And were you afraid that you'd never sing again?
No, that was one of the questions I asked my oncologist, and he's like, I know you're worried about it, you're gonna be fine, no one's ever lost their voice from a stem cell transplant. I did, however, lose my voice on a few occasions. I had vocal cord surgery. In fact, I lost my voice most of 2011, I couldn't sing. But it came back, and I'm in good form again, so I'm really grateful.
And what's amazing is that you and your husband just wanted a child so much. You wanted a baby so badly. And you were told it's not going to happen,
We were told that we had a 95% chance of not having a baby. Of course, my husband said, okay, good, that means 5%. And, but we...
And there's your wedding photo.
Oh, my beloved Brendan, yes. And we surprised our doctors, thankfully. We proved them wrong, and we had this baby naturally. Just a miracle of our lives.
It's incredible, and I love your attitude. You're such an inspiration.
Thank you.
And you're always thinking about the other person. You're thinking of your parents, then you're thinking about your husband.
Thank you for saying that. I've just been grateful. I've been very blessed with really wonderful people in my lives. Oh, there we are, our little Valia. I've just been so blessed with wonderful people in my life. So I guess I try to put them first.
Oh, well, obviously you do. Well, listen, we see now that you had the miracle and that you're pregnant, and we have such a fun surprise for you in just a moment. You're actually going to meet her little girl when my conversation returns with Jessy Kyle. Her daughter's going to be here, the miracle story, and you're going to love it.